Alright, time for another round of MSEM, playing against Kayiu, who is on burn. So apparently it's supposed to be a bad matchup for me, but I'm not exactly sure. Like, apparently burn versus blue-red tempo in modern is supposed to be a really bad matchup, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure how matchup works out here. The starting hand is actually not good, right? Because it doesn't have enough answers. It does have early accomplice, but what does it actually get me? So maybe it blocks something. Block something lets me loot one. I guess that's acceptable. And I'm just really hoping to draw into answers. Yeah, I guess that's keepable. I need to shock myself to fetch out the island, which isn't great, but I guess it's fine. I mean, I could just Elratha untapped, give my opponent a clue, because well, no, this game will end up with them running out of cards. I think I can't really afford to give them free draws right now. So actually, why did I do that? I didn't need to crack it right away. I guess it's to prevent shenanigans from happening or whatever. Okay, they have suitor. Yeah, that happens. Antithesis, do the draw. Ares player is never going to be relevant in this game, right? Yeah. Okay, Restad's decent, but the problem is that I can't use it right now. I don't have anything to use with it. Actually, this entire hand is just kind of annoying right now. Yeah, the hand is annoying to use because okay, so I still want Antithesis accomplice around. I want the Flash and Panya to block a suitor. Is that a good trade? I'm not going to Panya turns this game, right? So I assume it's a decent trade. I mean, I'm actually not that far away from Panya turning, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I guess I'll just swing with accomplice. Like if they have Banished Companion, then whatever, they got me. Or no, Banished Companion, I probably wouldn't block Banished Companion anyways. The worst case is that they have Neon Claw Knight, and I have no answers for Neon Claw, and that would be pretty bad. If they cast a spell, I can. So what? They cast a spell, I cast Panya. That gets the double spell for Antithesis to trigger. And I'm probably looting away Zirrat if I don't find any more spells. Well, no, or I could just loot away Restad because it doesn't really do much right now. It's a 2/1 that's really vulnerable to removal. Oh, RickyRister. Yeah, that's also quite annoying. Yeah, fine. Like if I can ambush block the suitor, then I'm pretty happy with. They are going to. Okay, sure. So take two. I'm really hoping to draw into removal here. Come on. Okay, that's a lot of Restads. That's not useful for me. I need to. I can actually reconstruct add that consider to kill that. Yeah, I guess that's actually acceptable for me. I mean, it's not like I'm going to kill it any other way, right? So I'm just going to swing here. Mountain Pass. Yeah. Okay, so I actually don't have anything in graveyard. Okay, well I have to do it. They don't have instant speed answers, so it's fine. Like worst case scenario, they have Brazen Sacrilege, and that would really wreck me, but that's fine. Okay, they do have Brazen Sacrilege. Okay, yeah, happens. Like I'm fine trading. No, I do not want that right now. So I mean, this is this is a pretty good exchange for me. I traded reconstructed adept for RickyRister without losing too much life. Or no, I still lost a bunch of life from that, but it's fine. Okay, so what? This thing still costs a bunch. Yeah, I'm just not drawing to my spells for some reason. But on the bright side, my opponent doesn't have Neon Claw Knight, so I don't have to worry about that outcome. Like if I didn't have answers here, Neon Claw Knight would be a lot more threatening. But right now, I'm actually doing somewhat fine. Do I want to keep Restad in hand? Okay, that's base. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'll take one more Antithesis draw. Oh right, two from Brazen Sacrilege. So come on, Portal Fracture. That's not useful. Or is it? If I discard this Portal Fracture, how much does Zirrat cost? It still costs 5. Am I in any position to try to go for Zirrat? I could discard Magmac Torrent still, and then go for Restad Portal Fracture. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Like Zirrat's going to be how I win the game eventually, so I should be keeping that around. But then yeah, I do keep up Portal Fracture for whatever they have, and then just trade off both my guys. And then hardcast Zirrat next turn, or I can't even hardcast Zirrat next turn because okay, well they could have removal, which would be pretty bad. I mean, Portal Fracture stops one removal spell. Yeah, I guess I just do this. Maybe I could have kept this in hand to discard to accomplice, but I'm planning on trading these guys off anyways, so yeah. They're just going to swing like that. Yeah, sure. I'm just going to try to trade off my guys. Do they have any combat tricks? Nope. Okay, sure. Happens. I am dead to a bunch of burn spells from hand, which they could have. Okay, they're going to start doing stuff like that. Regard Gambit. I want Portal Fracture to hit the thing that Gambit is reprised onto, because that gets me more value than. Yeah, thinking about this. Okay, how do I maneuver this game right now? I need Portal Factor to hit the Rogards from Graveyard, probably. Or whatever but they can just keep waiting. That's the problem. So if I Portal Factor this, they can do Rogards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can deal 8 if I counter the Storm Surge with the Rogards plus another spell eventually. So that means I need to top deck a counter spell for. Okay, I think I let this happen. So Rogards hits me, Storm Surge, do I need to counter that? If they have a creature, then that's really bad for me. I think I'm fine with that. Basalt Charm, okay, well, now I'm dead to, well, whatever. I need to counter this so I'm not dead to random Rogar spell from graveyard later on. Oh, okay, Reconstructed Adept, that gets me access to another counter spell. That's really good. I'm still dead to 2 burn spells back to back, right? No, not quite, but I'm definitely not in a good spot because, like, I'm not going to be able. I need to kill. I can't gain life, so I either need to counter every single card they play from now on, or I also somehow didn't draw any of my Zirrktide cards, so Zirrktide still cost a bunch. I mean, if they pass a turn without doing anything, that's good for me because I just activate Alratha and I can start trying to pull back and card advantage. But yeah, right now my opponent's thinking about how to sequence their turn so that they can play around any possible counter spells. Scorch, just playing Scorch Face. Yes, I think that has to happen. So now I'm dead to Brazen Sacrilege. I guess I just hope they don't have Brazen Sacrilege. Yeah, did they have Brazen Sacrilege in hand? Okay, they did. I got too greedy. I mean, I couldn't have won anyways if, yeah. So this matchup is apparently really bad for me. Melmunch isn't good. Okay, so I don't want Ares Spoiler. I think I actually want the 3 drops to pull me ahead. Forbidden Treasure is it too slow? Might be, but I think it's also it's useful, so I should keep them around. Searflesh is too slow. I think this is actually enough removal. And I don't think I want Shikai's. Is Crest too slow? I mean, it answers Exhilarating Prescience, but not much else. Oh, actually, it also answers Scorching Condemnation, which they probably brought in because that card I can't easily deal with. So maybe Searflesh doesn't deal with Scorching Condemnation because that thing's not a creature on their turn. Yeah, not a creature on my turn, so I can't hit that. How do I deal with Scorching Condemnation anyways? It's probably just going to have to be removal plus a blocker. Forbidden Treasure, I mean, it's too easy for Forbidden Treasure to just miss stuff. I don't think I bring this thing in. Alright, time to run this back. This hand's fine. I still think I do Anthesis on 1 because that's what the deck really wants to do. Okay, kind of unfortunate I have to shock myself here, but whatever. They do have Banish Command. That thing's going to have to hit me for a bit, which is unfortunate, but whatever. So, the Compass Trigger they're at is Quick Tome down soon, but isn't useful right now. Actually, do I pitch Panya here? Reconstructed Adept could block these guys somewhat. I also still don't have answers for any of their guys. No, I think I pitched Zirrktide because I need answers now instead of later. Wait for a Shrine. Okay, that's useful. Monkey Shines first, and then I guess Panya might be able to trade with Banished Companion. Yeah. I want lands, but not. Yeah, I don't want these cards. Portal Factor is useful for later on. Okay, I just do this and yeah, pass. So worst case scenario, they have Brazen Sacrilege, right? Can they bring in sideboard cards that deal with? No, they can't. So then trade here. They play Neon Claw Knight. I Reconstructed Adept. I consider off that. I still think I do the trade now because I really don't want. If they have Brazen Sacrilege, I think it's fine. Like, yeah, it's really bad for me, but at least it gets Brazen Sacrilege out of their hand for now. They let it happen, it seems like. I think it's also on me for getting a really removal-like draw. Because, like, if I had burn spells, I would have... Okay, they had Neon Claw. Yeah, that is a problem. Please find removal. That's not removal. I guess Reconstructed Adept is going to have to trade for no value again. Unless I can do something with this. I'll have to do Reconstructed Adept trade again for... Maybe if Spell Pierce hits something. Yeah, maybe they get greedy and play something pre-combat and I can Spell Pierce it. That still doesn't... Reconstructed Adept still doesn't survive that, though. Maybe I should have mulliganed harder for answers in my opening hand. Actually, yeah, probably should have. Oh, no, so now they get two functions out of this guy, and I still have to deal with like I did not get very good value off of this exchange. Now I'm like out of gas now. What are some top decks that can turn it around for me? Zirrktide still costs a bunch. Maybe I shouldn't pitch Zirrktide earlier because Zirrktide doesn't take too much to get reduced, and then once that happens, I can start I can play that thing down, and that thing will eventually encounterable. Okay, sure. If they want to brazen this, then that's actually really bad, right? Or I mean, they could brazen and then sack stuff to make it uncounterable. They let it happen. Okay, sure. Another Neon Claw. Not count. Okay, I need removal really badly. Yeah, they're just stocking up a bunch of amplify functions, which means that wait, are they just going? Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, I did not draw into any removal this game either. Dod's not useful. I should have mulliganed my opener. Yeah, I don't think I can actually afford to keep. I mean, I had two counter spells, but it didn't work against creatures, right? I mean, could have kept Portal Fracture up on turn 2 instead of trying to do Monkey Shines shenanigans. Yeah, I definitely like messed up somehow in this game. I'm not exactly sure how, but definitely somehow. So Rastad's going to have to trade with Neon Claw, which isn't great for me. But hopefully they're out of gas soon. Actually, not even that. Yeah, I got very little Zirrktide. I got very little answers and very little Xerox in both these games because I guess I kept hands that had a curve but didn't actually have action. Okay, well, so this needs to happen. For damage, do they have Brazen Sacrilege? I mean, technically I could try to counter that, but it doesn't do anything. If I fetch slightly differently, I could have forced them to sack their uncounterable function, but I can't even do that, so... Oh, face? Interesting. They might just have lethal on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I mean, if they have like a Scorch or something, I can at least still spell pierce it. So they're empty-handed, but they have Firehearth Halls coming down. I want to fetch out... They probably boarded out all their, they mill over my Frostfire Geysers? Okay. They probably boarded out Civilization's cost. I'm not going to try to play around that. Oh, that's 2 counter spells now. Good timing for me to draw a bunch of counters, I guess. Yeah, turns out this is a bad matchup for me. Either that or I just did not mulligan well. Anyways, so what are the sorts of opening hands I was looking for in that game? Like if I had okay, so I don't think I kept that, or maybe I could have. No, it's probably like too slow. Okay, so like this sort of opening hand is what I wanted, right? I wanted removal more than counter spells. Like yeah, and yeah, this sort of opening hand. I think I got too caught up on Antithesis Accomplice being good. Like, yeah, this hand would not have been keepable. And this hand too. Okay, so this hand would have been keepable. Like I just need to keep hands with at least one piece of removal in them, so that if I fall behind, I just don't instantly lose like that. Although in game 1, maybe I could have actually done stuff. Game 1, like what did I even keep in the? Okay, so like this, yeah, I kept the hand without any removal. I still managed to survive for quite a bit because I was using my creatures I was trading down my creatures, and yeah, so stuff happened. It even happened here. I discarded I remember discarding a land somewhere along the line. Okay, discarded Rastad somewhere because I had a second copy, which does make sense. Reconstruct it out, consider like that. That exchange worked out really well for me, or at least reasonably well for me. Hatchills happens. So here I could have kept Portal Fracture in hand. Like maybe here I just discard Zirrktide. No, I did discard Zirrktide, right? I could have discarded Portal Fracture and then, or I could have discarded. No, I discarded the land. Okay, so that ended up working out for me, even though it might not have been correct. So here I play out Rastad and pass, and then I trade down both my guys. So maybe I don't trade down here. If I don't trade down, then I go down to 8. Once you like, they definitely have lethal from hand if all of their spells resolve. And then I'm looking at Portal Fracture, hitting something important. Or maybe I trade off Antithesis, but not Rastad. And Rastad eats a removal spell, which gains me 2 life, or something like that. Yeah, at this point, I countered Storm Surge. Then am I still looking at lethal damage from my opponent's hand? Counter Storm Surge, and that's... So I go down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they still have Xaxes. So then I would need to draw into a second counter spell, which I did draw into, actually, right? Or, no, I countered it 3. Yeah, okay, so I did counter the thing. Reconstructed Adept, and then they tried to Scorch me, and I didn't counter that, right? So Scorch, Reconstructed Adept, I tried to Aratha. maybe I should have gone maybe I should have countered Scourge because I was just looking to counter the Rogar's Gambit. If I countered that, then they had Reason plus well, actually they had to draw a land to do that. But if they don't draw a land, then they probably draw a Burn Spell. In which case they go Burn Spell Rogars, and I still need a counter for that. But maybe I draw into a counter. Yeah, so that didn't go well. Although I could have done stuff, I guess. Okay, so in this game, this hand has, I mean, it's one spell up here that says Monkey Shines. Maybe I should have gone with turn 1 Monkey Shines to just dig for answers on 2. Like, I don't think turn 1 was that out of the ordinary. Like, I think this turn 1 was fine. Maybe I keep Zirrat in hand and just pitch Reconstructed Adept. Yeah, that might have been more correct because Reconstructed Adept wasn't going to be useful that game. Wasn't very useful at that point. So I mean, I go Monkey Shines, I Portal Fracture. Can't keep the Portal Fracture, so I just play land and pass, and then like, was there a way for me to? I need to flash and pawn in there to block. I could have let this thing hit me for a bit more. I mean, then that means Antithesis actually gets more loots going, so maybe that's useful. If I let this thing hit me and then they play Neon Claw, then that means Panya probably manages to trade with Neon Claw at the expense of letting Banished Companions still survive, which I guess is fine. Then I also get another Antithesis loot, which probably pitches Spell Pierce or Portal. Probably pitches one of the counter spells. So yeah, like maybe I didn't need to discard Zirrat there because I was a few spells away from Zirrat still. I don't think Zirrat actually beats this board state. Ristad, this didn't actually kill me, which was fine. I had Portal Factor off the top. I could have had one more Portal Factor, which doesn't actually change anything because I didn't have the mana to actually do anything with that. Yeah, I think I like this game was not winnable as soon as I kept this hand. I mean, unless I got some good top decks. I was able to dig 4 cards down, so if there were any removal spells in the top 4 cards, this hand would have been keepable at least, because then, or this game would have been winnable because then I kill Neon Claw before it gets to kill Nuts. I guess, yeah. Like if I connected removal onto this thing on this turn, I could have done right now, right? Like if I had Void Flare, I kill that, keep up Portal Fracture, Portal Fracture hits the other Neon Claw Knight. So maybe I should board it in Soul Pierce too. I could have countered the Neon Claws coming down. Well, anyways, this deck did a lot worse than I expected, but that was because I'm keeping I'm trying to make my keeps. I'm not mulliganing aggressively enough. I'm just keeping hands that look good instead of hands that actually do things. But anyways, hopefully I get better luck next GP.